So the Mini 2, again, it's given me another problem. Now, this problem wasn't as big and as not fatal, but this problem wasn't as big as the one I had last time. Last time I had a problem, it certainly wasn't fatal, but I had the same thing happen today. So let me give you a bit of context. And before I give you the context, let me just say, if you're here for the vloggy behind the scenes bit, then you can fast forward to this bit. And if you're here for the techie droney bit, then let's carry on. So this morning, me and Laura, my fiance, we headed out to get some cinematic B-roll for the short film that I'm making at the moment. Now, I know that's a buzzword used all the time, cinematic this, cinematic that, but we really wanted to make to take advantage of the amazing conditions that we've been having at the moment. Super high pressure, no wind, no clouds in the sky, so getting up for sunrise just felt like the perfect time to do this, because if you're going to start making films, you really need to think about the light. Take off. Which is why we got up early. So we headed out, and the shots that I wanted to get were me running. So that's why Laura was on hand to shoot. So I would essentially direct the shot, set it up, and Laura would operate the drone, and then she would actually essentially get the shot. And all I had to do was run. So one thing that we struggled with today was, which is obvious, the general public. I wanted to get a shot of me running across the bridge, and getting it empty at sort of dog walking time at 7:30 in the morning is really quite tricky. So I had to just kind of go and stop. What shall I go? No, I'm going to wait. So that was quite tricky. And what I signaled to Laura was, as soon as you see me start to run, start to push forward, and we'll get that shot. And I actually committed to it and then changed my mind. And by this time, we'd already been recording. We'd had the drone recording for two minutes or something like that. So Laura, obviously, like anybody would do, that 2 minutes is just a wasted 2 minutes. It's useless footage, because it's just a parked drone waiting for a clear bridge for me to run into shot. So what did she do? She just stopped recording, as if to start a new file, which is the obvious thing to do. Which is, we don't want hours, we don't want minutes and minutes and minutes of wasted footage. So what she did was she just literally pressed the red dot in the corner of the screen, stopped recording, and it seems like that, like tripping the switch in your house, when you have the kettle on, it trips the whole house. It seemed like that happened. It tripped the whole house of the electrics. The remote disconnected. So what she could see on the screen, everything went like to a freeze frame and became black and white, and it said RC not connected. And this has happened to me before, and ever since I updated to the app, I updated the app version 1.2.4, which is the latest Android version, because I'm a Samsung user, and I've done about 5 or 6 flights, maybe more than that, over the last 2 weeks. And it's been great. It's been absolutely fine. It's been clean as a whistle, no problems at all. I've actually landed the drone and put another battery in, and we've gone for another flight, no problems there. And today, it happened, and I tried everything. I actually took off with airplane mode on, and took airplane mode off mid-flight to see if I could sort of reconnect the cable. Didn't make any difference. I took the cable in and out of the back of my phone and then plugged it back in. Didn't make any difference. Closed the app, opened the app again, connect, and it still couldn't get a connection. So what I did was I used the return to home function, which thankfully is a godsend. And that is a massive reason that I want to preach to not let your drone get out of sight. It's not just advice, it is a law now. You're not allowed to let your drone go out of the visual line of sight. So just don't do it, because the thought of losing connection when you're miles away, the absolute things that could happen, not to mention losing your drone or breaking it or causing damage, is ridiculous. So I'm just so glad that the return to home function worked. So it's obviously still they're obviously still talking to each other. They're still connected. I tried everything. I repointed my antenna towards the drone. Didn't work. I could literally see it. It was only, a couple of 100 meters away from me, and not even that. And yeah, it was just really frustrating that I could move it. I could use the joystick, and I could move the sticks, but just couldn't see through the screen. So if you had this happen before, if you have, please let me know what's happened, because I've been sort of flirting with using airplane mode because loads of you guys have recommended turning on airplane mode. But then on the flip side, so many of you guys have said never fly with airplane mode on. What are you doing? So airplane mode hasn't really been a big difference for me flying. The updating to the new app to 1.2.4 has been a huge performance difference. But now I feel like we're back to where I started, and now I'm thinking, do I have a defective drone? Is there a bug in the app again? Is there a latest Android version that I can download? Please let me know if you do know. So anyway, that's enough for techie talk. Now I want to just introduce to you the reason that we were out. So I'm making a short film, and we were out getting some cinematics this morning, and we got some amazing light. And we really did get some great footage, because once we landed the drone, I changed the battery. I actually restarted my phone once I'd landed, and then took off again. Did 2 more flights with 2 more batteries, because I've got the Fly More combo. Not a hitch, not a problem at all. Connection was fine. And I flew those flights without airplane mode on. So I don't think it's the airplane mode that's making a difference with the connection. My connector cables, I think, are crystal clear. My phone is only 3 months old. So yeah, it's tricky. But anyway, so here's some behind the scenes footage of what we shot this morning. I'm going to be making this short film about running. So if any of you guys are runners, hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm going to be releasing this video as a short film soon. I had loads of fun making it. Laura was awesome to operate the drone. And yeah, we really enjoyed collaborating together to make this to make it happen. Could you collaborate with your other half? Not everybody could, so I'm told. So I seem very lucky that I've got someone that I can do that with. So anyway, let's cut to the behind the scenes stuff, and this is what we got up to this morning. Having fun?
Yeah.
How did your drone directorial debut go? Your camera operative. Bit stressful, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was easier once you set up the shot. And
it doesn't help working with Stanley Kubrick over here. Can we just do another take? Can we just do one more take?
No, it's right. So when you see me go, start moving it forward. Okay, brilliant. So goes. Oh no, just a minute. I need to turn back. Bearing in mind he's the other side of the bridge, and I'm like, shh, what am I doing?
I've got a newfound respect for the film industry now, because you've got such little precious time to work with the light that you want. And the vision that I wanted to execute was pretty much this. You know, a beautiful clear sunrise, clear as a bell, no clouds, mist on the river, me running across the bridge and through the fields. But the thing is, that golden light turns into harsh light really quickly, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Shooting through the fog was not easy at all. It was, by 1 minute past sunrise, we were like at 1,000th of a second or something like that, which is no good to shoot on video because I don't have filters for my Mini 2, which is something that I really want. But the main thing is all about getting the shot, which I think we did. And it was just about trying to make sure that we executed that vision. I just want to get loads of footage, loads of different takes of the same kind of thing, the same sort of scene. And I'm a huge film buff. I love Scorsese, I love Kubrick, and Martin Scorsese. Did you know this? Martin Scorsese will always record his rehearsals.
No, but that's a great shout.
He'll sometimes record table readings and improvs as well. And that's exactly what I want to try and do when I make a film, is record everything, because there is so many precious moments that you'll miss. So, but we got some good stuff, didn't we? And how nice did this all look today? And the light is gorgeous this morning.
It's like
and
a little bit of fog.
Yeah, really fresh. Really feels like a February morning. But what we're going to do now is, we've had the idea just to get a little bit of handheld stuff on the gimbal, a few close-ups of some brands and things like that. Just to throw into the mix, and I think that's going to be all we need.
And I just need you to run slowly.
Are you going to track, or do you want me to run into frame?
I'm going to track, so I'm going to walk backwards. So you have to run slowly.
You want me to run in slow motion?
Yes, please.
Starting from when?
Now.
Are you shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. That's too slow, babe. Does that look good? Come on, I can't run that slow.
I can't walk backwards fast.
You're going to have to just, like that, speed walk.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
Go.
No, right. Watch me. Stick your bum out. That's it, stick your bum out and do that.
Okay, I'm trying my best, babe.
That's what you got to do. Okay. Laura's just doing this. She looks like a little Shire horse. Right. Right, so stick your bum out and just drive from your thighs. Drive backwards, yeah?
Okay, go.
Right, okay, ready to go? Okay, good to go.
Yeah, that looked good.
Okay, that is a wrap. What's it like working with me?
It's impossible to film something that you want to film and you want to direct, but you also want to be in it.
No, but you're a really good camera operator. You are. I know I'm quite demanding, but it's got to be right. You know, you just like it done a certain way.
I just wish there was two of you so that you could film it and be in it.
Sometimes I wish there was two of me.
I regret it.
One's enough, actually.
Forget that.
One's enough for most people. Right, let's get home. And should we get that coffee on? I'll get you a coffee.
Well, you haven't got your money out.
Can I borrow a fiver?
Yeah.
So here we are back in the office. I've now got to get everything back on the computer, and I'm really excited to get to start editing this vlog and also the short film that I've got to edit. So lots of positives and negatives from this morning. I think the positives way outweighed the negatives because fortunately that problem that occurred wasn't that bad. because the return to home function seems to be a real get out of jail free card. If you can't see what's going on screen, just hit that return to home, go back to your safe altitude, and then it will land. And that was absolutely fine. I could still control the drone. But yeah, it's just getting frustrating. This thing is so good, but the stress levels and not the panic, because it's happened to me before, but it's something that I could do without. And if you've experienced this, you'll probably know exactly how I'm feeling. It's not nice to encounter a loss of remote control connection mid-flight. So that's not something that I want to be doing on the regs. So thanks everybody for watching this video. If you made it this far, I've got so many other videos for you guys to check out, especially if you're into photography, videography, cinematic stuff. Please go and check out my other videos. And give me a subscribe and a like would go down a treat. So I hope you are very well and staying safe wherever you are in the world. I bid you farewell, and I shall see you on the next video, whatever that may be about. See you soon.
Since I've seen the sun could be bright again.